Spyro, a character y'all admire to whom me and Dylon can relate. We all spit hot fire. No? See, it's hard to rap about Spyro. That's why you're not getting a rap in this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and tell your friends about me. In the late 90s, a young company named Insomniac was in search of fame. Hoping to make waves in an industry saturated with copycat games, initially, they too borrowed from a popular franchise. But in an attempt to create something with more market appeal, a new character is born. Spyro the Dragon was revealed. The date was September 10th, 1998, when the first game was dropped for the Sony PlayStation. But we're here to discuss the second and third games in the series, the ones in which Spyro was voiced by SpongeBob. Well, the guy who voiced SpongeBob. Look, Tom Kenny voiced both of them, so by the transitive property of equality, they're like the same guy. Am I right? Am I right? Sorry, they cut my mic. I had a moment there, but now... I'm ready. Tom Kenny is perhaps best known for voicing SpongeBob SquarePants on the self-titled animated series on Nickelodeon. And as we all know, SpongeBob is well on his way to being inducted into the Cartoon Hall of Fame. Right on up there with Gerald from Hey Arnold and Johnny Quest. Further, Kenny has served as the vocal cords for various other cartoon characters in series ranging from Rocko's Modern Life to Cat Dog to Adventure Time. Many people don't realize how difficult it is to create a character capable of appealing to a large audience. With the breakout successes of mascots like Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and everyone's favorite plumber who never seems to actually unclog any pipes, Mario, it's easy to understand how quickly we could forget about failures like Bonk and Alex Kidd. Remember, for every Donkey Kong, there are like 15.7 Bubsies. The 0.7 is Rayman. I mean, I like Rayman, but I just don't really enjoy his games. And there's something about a character with disjointed body parts that just doesn't connect for me. Anyway, in the age of Tood, the 90s, Kenny had to strive to develop an identity for Spyro that would enable him to fit in. Mission accomplished. He found a way to make Spyro seem tough, yet still likable.
You want to give him that brash confidence, you know, where he's ready to rumble and he's adventurous, but and he'll kick butt if he has to, but you don't want him to be a jerk, you know what I mean? That was the hardest thing was keeping him likable.
At the time of the game's releases, Kenny didn't think much of his role, but he notes that in recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in his performance as Spyro. In public, he has been approached to sign copies of the original games.
It's funny, like you were saying, Stuart. You do a gig and you do a job, and we're freelance people, so you do the job and it's fun and you have a good time and you do the best job you can, and then you get in your car and you drive to the next 20 years of gigs.
It must be fulfilling to know that so many people continue to enjoy your work so many years later. Perhaps this spike in interest influenced his decision to reprise his role for the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which released in 2018 with an exorbitant amount of excitement from the public. I mean, it's not like it was a Crash game or something. That one was for you, Nick. You know who you are.
But for me, the amazing thing was a couple of years ago at Comic-Cons, people started, like Spyro seemed to kind of rise again.
As you can imagine, keeping Spyro's likeness in the Reignited trilogy consistent with his demeanor in the original games is not an easy feat. When voicing an animated character, an actor must become one with the character, which requires a mental transformation from his or her real-life personality to that of the character. Reproducing that exact transformation decades later may be impossible, as the actor's own personality and demeanor may have changed. This process required Kenny to listen to his old sound clips and attempt to imitate himself. Here's a comparison of Kenny's rendition of Spyro's dialogue back then versus now. You be the judge.
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Kenny is not the only actor who has succeeded at convincingly playing multiple characters. I mean, I do it all the time. I play software engineer on Xbox and YouTuber. No? Okay. Anyway, did you know that the actor who played Steve Urkel on the beloved show Family Matters was the same actor who played Sonic the Hedgehog in some of his 1990s animated television series? If not, watch my other video, when Urkel was Sonic the Hedgehog. Shout out to all the new subscribers I got during the E3 trip. Until next time, it's been Fizzle the Rap Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends about me.